energy work and the Kundalini till I update the YouTube.
So be it. My plan was to check Facebook, but I will update you.
Me too. I want to update
so please check
also
on Facebook. Wait.
Yes.
Greetings dear heart, greetings everyone online, on Crowdcast if you are already watching on the private platform, and on Facebook if you are joining now, and jumping into the Monday introduction and conversation before we start the transmission and the heart resonance energy practice. So you may have my eyes shifting from right to left. We are having two devices in front of us, so please bear with our eyes looking right and left sometimes. We trust you well. We trust you very well in this time, in this moment in time. And if you have been a bit wobbly, or the energy are not stabilizing, or being harmonious enough into your environment and within yourself, know that this session today is all about that. When we're gonna bring your future self, we're gonna work on the harmony in your environment, the harmony of your desires, the harmony of your heart, the harmony of your alignment and your connections, so it stabilizes around. It is something that we have observed around us, also within our life as well. So this session is specifically dedicated to bring harmony, to stabilize what is in movement, what is a bit chaotic sometimes, or maybe perceived as chaotic, to align and to harmonize the desires, to align and harmonize the manifestation that are deep inside your heart and inside your energetic field, but not put out there or not being heard or seen. So working around that. Yes, babe?
Yes, no, continue. I want to just adjust this camera a bit.
So that will be the Monday today. This Monday, as George was saying, this Monday is essentially online, so there is no one in the villa. I know it's a big shift.
Sorry. I want to mirror, I want
George
to
became Mathilde on Facebook suddenly. There was like a mirror effect. Mirror. The mirror effect in your reality.
I cannot see it.
So if I look at George, I'm looking at myself.
All right.
So I was saying that yes, if you are in desire to watch and do the energy practice transmission now, like in half an hour, time that we talk a little bit, there is the link just above the video. I believe Facebook is above the video, and click on the link. You will be redirected to our booking platform. Book the event. Pay. You will receive an email with the link of our video live replay platform and the password for today's session. So if it's something that you would like to do, I invite you to do it now. Keep Facebook open so you can hear us. You open a new window and you do your registration. If it's your first time coming on our online platform, which is Crowdcast, you will have to register as well. So make sure that you have all that time as you are listening to us to prepare yourself on your IT part, but also in your room. Yes, so as George was saying, this is online session. And I know there's been a bit of an adjustment for you, and it is still an adjustment for you. We know how much you love to be in the house. We know how much you love to be physically present during the session. But it's also time to bring those change and growth into the community, into our work, making you more dependent into your practice as well, not only depending on the physical space. Having that discipline to join online, trusting your capacity and ability that wherever you are, space and time, you are able to connect with the transmission, you are able to be with us even if we don't physically see each other in the same same space and same room. So it's a bit of giving you that opportunity for your own practice, and it's also an adjustment for us. As you know that this year there will be change around the little one coming, so it means that things will also evolve toward the second half of the year. We don't know how exactly, but we're also initiating that movement with you, for us and for everyone in desire and in connection with the vortex and those heart resonance practice. So I hope you are receiving all our love and all our wishes and visions towards the project, toward the heart resonance. And the more you trust yourself that you do not require to be part physically, the more your desire is also to join, no matter limitation can be a space or a time, the more you will grow, and basically you can access to this energy of the vortex, to our space, to the session at any point of time. So welcome to the Monday, especially online. Yes, what else? I'm happy to share a couple of information before we talk about a spiritual topic. Do you want that?
Yes,
Yeah?
of course, we can mention a couple
So
of
we had
ideas.
a wonderful, George and Azil had a wonderful talk of introduction Saturday evening. So the talk is online, available on replay on this famous Crowdcast platform. And
You have a little bit of catty hair.
hair management.
Yes, it was very nice. It
yes.
has a lot of details. And you can watch it again if you want. And we are planning to do one more on also Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Dubai. Me and Asil, we will be sharing a lot of understanding and tips about strengthening the vessel, your body, your energy body, your stamina, your capacity to hold the light, and our own practice, Asil practice, and we can answer your questions about life force, food practices, energy exercises, all kind of things. It's very interesting if you want to join and learn, especially from both of us, where we have been in a journey of evolution and expanding our vessels for quite years right now, and we have a lot to share. I would love to share those details with you. So go to our event, you'll find we have on Wednesday a talk Matilda and I, and on Saturday talk Asil and I also. And register, and you'll be directed to Crowdcast to join us and have your question and listen to the tips and expand your energy so you can hold more energy for your spiritual growth, for your healing, for your consciousness expansion, whatever that is your direction for your spiritual growth.
Yeah, so the talk, if you haven't watched it, last Saturday was about Greece, so the introduction to the Greece retreat that is coming first week of May 1st to 8th of May. So we were talking about why those retreat, what is the mission behind, what are the benefits for the participants, what are the gain as well, therefore, for the participants, how does it work, why we are doing it, how do we select sites, a couple of stories and sharing as well, and answering a couple of your questions. So it's a talk that's really informed about, in general, the mission of those retreats. So why we are doing those group retreats, where we are able to invite you on those missions, those sacred site mission, where we are able to do it. Otherwise, we do it in a very small group. So those retreats are very special to our hearts because we're able to share our passion, to share those connections, to share the spiritual work, and to dive deep into the wisdom of the land that is welcoming us for this work, or asking as well, calling for us to come for this work. And tapping into, yes, the wisdom, the religion, the civilization, the architecture, and all the spiritual connections in those sites. And on the side, having the spiritual work happening to reopen those vortexes, to reopen those sites, to reconnect the ley lines. So it's a very humble and honorable work. So if you feel that you have this resonance to join this retreat, watch the video of Saturday evening with George and Azil. We will do one more Wednesday. I'm yet to think what type of video I'm going to bring on Wednesday for. I would like to select a couple of sites and bring you a couple of information there as well. So I'm yet to meditate on that and answer any logistic questions that you may have for the retreats. So if it's something that you are in, that is in your heart, that is a strong calling, I know how much this retreat is calling so many of you, and yet things are in the process to align. that is also the aim of this session today, is to help you align what is in your pipeline to harmonize it as well. So this is for Greece retreat. We have next weekend the intensive here at the house, this 2 days intensive that we call intensive retreat.
Yes.
Those 2 days that
Because it's 2 days, that's why I'm calling it intensive basically. But it's our practice that we teach here in the Ascension Pathway will be an intensive practice together as a community for expanding your energy, Kundalini, connection channels, and expanding your consciousness. The theme of this intensive will be Kundalini, sexual energy, and tantric practice. All of them to concentrate and empower your third eye and show you the connection between them and how they work together. So there will be lectures and then practice, lecture and practice, and of course question and answer with us. And then the second phase will continue, of course, with unconditional love and heart resonance and manifesting your life to the highest harmony available to you. And we're going to introduce a little bit about the tantric practice and sexual energy with the Kundalini, how to use it to empower your heart resonance for your manifestation. And then there is a part with Mathilde want to mention about relationship. Maybe you want to jump.
Yes, I've started to work on the course and I've been interrupted with teaching the sound healing course. I will start again next week to work on this course that is also very close to my heart and that will initiate all the conscious living and conception and pregnancy and relationship and manifestation of healthy relationship and partners and so on. So my wish and my excitement to share with you next weekend, it is how to bring your divine qualities and how to be a human in those divine qualities. So when you are practicing, you are all love and light basically. You are deeply into this field. You know that energy is you, that your physical body and etheric body are equally important, equally the same, not the same, but equally important and equally yours, that you have access to all those consciousness as you alter your state of consciousness to your unity consciousness, love consciousness, unconditional love, universal consciousness, soul consciousness, like all of this you're able to access. But when it comes to be conscious in the reality that you are choosing, which is your daily life, then all of this, gone. The love and light is being triggered because your body, so your body as your physical, emotional and mental body are getting triggered by memories, by traumas that have been registered, and we forgot to be conscious of the unconscious. So it is basically bringing an introduction here of how to bring what is divine qualities and how to express them with our physical self and how to express them physically. So most of them are being expressed through the voice and through words. So I'm going to bring some information there. I still need to think about what and how I'm going to bring that for a few hours, and we will have a practice around that. A practice for the understanding, to open up to expression, to open up to those limitations that prevent us to express our divine qualities in your human form. So basically the aim for that, it is to build, to maintain, to create, to radiate, to be harmonious, healthy relationship through you as your behavior that includes expression. So that's my intention. But the biggest focus will be the Kundalini practice, sexual practice, and third eye, sexual practice, sexual energy practice, yes. And the third eye.
So these tips about the tantric practice, I personally study them and practice them. Actually, some of them I study, some of them I literally discovered when I was in my journey of awakening. I just realized that I should do it in this way. And this what felt right to my energy, and I start building energy on top of it, and my consciousness expanding, my energy expanding when I'm utilizing this way of processing energy considerably with using the sexual energy and transmuting it into a higher frequency. And then later on to discover that there is a tantric practice all over the place in the yoga and in the Chinese medicine and many other traditions. And one of the couple of poses and practice that I already discovered myself, They actually taught them for years, and I was like, oh my god, this is really real. I didn't come up with it, it's actually being practiced. And I will show you and tell you the benefit and the importance of it, and then you can add it to your life. Most of the time, most of the people are yogis or who's practitioner, energy practitioner, who's been elevated in their consciousness and energy. There is always, they have their on their background some of the secret about sexual energy, how to harness it, transmute it, and how utilize it and understand it without the taboo that society always add to it. Sexual energy is a creation energy, it's a production energy, it's life energy, and you need to know how to convert it into more love, into more high frequency, and utilize that energy as a creative and life force into your third eye, into your connection. So that will be the topic and the practice, and it will be hands-on practice also.
So it's next weekend, March 30th and 40th. Wait, 40th March is St. Mathilde.
Fantastic. Good timing.
So it will be next weekend. We even didn't check if we have who is coming or not. We know that few of you said, I would like to come. Same again, let me see if it can be manifested as well. I would like to come. Please put my name and I will let you know in a couple of days. The only thing is a couple of days. So in 1 week we are having the intensive. So let us know. I think by now we are like almost more than 10. So we will cap at 15 in the room. So please let us know if it's of your desire to join for having those conscious spiritual talk, consciousness talk, and all the practice aligned with it. Heart resonance, you love, and building your spiritual bodies and your spiritual self. So that's it for the next week. In 2 days, Wednesday, we have the Unconditional Love,
Yes.
the monthly session.
Bring new people and come and bath with the energy and receive. So Unconditional Love Wednesday group healing is only once a month, and this coming in 2 days, this Wednesday. All you need to do to come and just allow yourself to feel the love and relax in the space and receive. And we're going to open up the vortex and pour unconditional love healing and receive it and benefit through the cellular memories, through the DNA structure, through your energy channels. You'll feel the energy moving through you. It's an experience, and it's only once a month, and it's always contribution basis. So bring someone new who would like to experience a deep meditation, who would like to experience a healing, would like to open up his heart to unconditional love and expand their consciousness into the field that we are opening together into higher realms, Mother Earth, heart, love. So I'd love to see you guys.
Yeah. So that is said, that's our main 3 points of focus for you. This Wednesday, the intensive retreats next weekend in 1 week, so mid-March, and the Greece spiritual side, sacred side spiritual retreats the first week of May. That's our point of focus, and those focus is required to harmonize, so not too many details. Let's keep those 3 information very concise, I will say, and very present into your field, so it can arrange for you to join and to be with us. Yeah.
Yes. So tonight, heart resonance energy practice will be focusing on a new concept. Also, I'm been working with also, and I would like to practice ourselves. One of the aim of making Heart Resonance Monday once or twice a month online only. So we know that who's going to attend will be someone who's familiar with this energy and would like to expand their consciousness without any limitation. So we can experiment together in new approaches with heart resonance, a new expanded state and new energy practice. Tonight, we're going to call the future self through the higher self. I'm going to explain it, of course, in a bit. And calling for certain timelines as if we are happening right now. The more we go to the higher self and higher realms, we understand that time and space, it become unbounded, and we can access beyond the limitation of time and space. And through that connection with the higher self, we can tap into our future self as if already happening right now. And we're going to choose one of the timelines where our future self have already achieved harmony, have already achieved expansion, have already enlightened, have already expanded to the next level of evolutionary state, physically, emotionally, mentally, and capacity, and even your story, even your abundance. We're going to visualize it, call it from the higher self, and experience it. We call that an aspect of your higher self, aspect of your future self that you feel that's in a lighted state. Once we call that, we're going to bring it to our state and infuse the frequency and the being that it's operating like this. This I will call, and there is a name for it. I'm going to mention that in bit in details in the meditation. We're going to call those density consciousness into all our chakras and fuse our chakras with our organs with this frequency as if we already our higher self or future self, and then fuse it in our reality. Once we're going to do that together, we're going to drop a lot of judgment and limitation and spread, aligning all our wills or our will, all our direction or our manifestation, align it with our higher self and that future version of ourself. So you don't need to think how you want to manifest. You need to drop that and drop all the judgment and receive that frequency and let it happen to you and your environment without your involvement. Once we are going to do that, the frequency required for you to be that higher self, that future self, that harmonious state will be embedded through all your chakras, and you start vibrating it and reprogramming yourself also emotionally, also at the subconscious level, reprogramming yourself to operate as if you already manifest that future self. And then we're creating harmony in the state. We're going to call Mother Earth and higher realms to synchronize that to us, approve it, authorize it, declare it. So it's quite a new experiment on the energy level. It's very good, very powerful, and looking forward to practice it together. Lovely.
I have an example. This what we're going to do is really like bringing this higher self from maybe another timeline as well, and it needs to be in a deep energetical work for that. I would say a deep state or a high frequency state for that work to happen. Yet, if you would like to have that more on a short-term basis, at the course last weekend, the level 2 sound healing, one of the students was, I will use the word, be stressed and doubting her capacity to handle private sessions on person that she didn't know, because it was like a practice. Second day you have a practice with people that you don't know. And I'm like saying to her, you know what? Visualize your future self after completing those sessions at the end of the day and bring that to you. She's like, yeah, that's a good idea, I'll try. She did it, and she's like, Mathilde, that's the best thing ever. It completely worked. I feel so good. I broke that me in a few hours, that I've done all the sessions that feel fulfilled and complete, and I bring it back here within me as me. So she was full ready for the afternoon to do sessions on people that she didn't know, and you can do that as a tool for anything in the short term, when it comes to a deeper energy work and really bringing timeline, like imagine your energetic hands coming and reaching into the fabric, into the field and pulling it in or calling for it, then this will require energy work and practice. So this is what we're going to do today, and experience that. We've done that many times. If you've been with us for a while,
experimenting on it for a while, yes.
But we also did that in session many times, but maybe not saying bring the future self, but each time we are anchoring a session with bring that state in and anchor that state. Correct. You are actually connecting already during the full session to a part of yourself that is in higher frequency or future self in that frequency, and you are anchoring it. Only today is going to be more conscious because we have explained, so the process may be more felt as I'm bringing a higher self aspect or a future self aspect in. That will have that energy that I am requiring, or that I see that I want, or the completion of a sequence, or a completion of a situation, or completion of harmonization. Like you bring already the part that is harmonized to you. So it's something that will be pretty much exciting, but it's not. If you look at it, it's not new. Only we need full focus right now on it.
So we've been experimenting on, or opening up to be honest, to that understanding from the higher self that you can bring a state, you can bring frequency, you can bring energy as if already happening here and now, and embody it and make this reality shift to that state. This, you can call it law of attraction, manifestation, or you can call it embodying your higher self. It has almost the same principle but different approaches. But every time we're going deeper to that understanding, and every time, if you've been doing with us heart resonance for a while, your capacity, your consciousness, and your energy field to hold and bring more of your higher self and those timelines become more tuned and more stronger in bringing and embodying this frequency. So if it's your first time you're doing it, you need to repeat maybe this practice, for example, 3 to 4 times till you embody it more, till your conscious mind and your memory able to hold this energy and frequency for a long period. If you've been with us for quite some time, and every Mondays you're preparing to embody more and more of your higher self, it will be much easier to you, and you'll feel it even going deeper from the first time. So that's things about energy practice. It's like going to the gym. We always mention Monday is spiritual gym. If you are very good athlete and your body flexible, your muscles strong, and you've been practicing, any new practice, you'll find yourself you are easily adapting into and you're easily benefiting. If it's first time, then you need to practice and practice till it become more adaptable to you, the more you adjust it in yourself, in your frequency, which is fine, that's normal, but it's always beneficial. Even if it's first time or your 100th time going to the gym, basically it's always beneficial to your muscles, to your energy, to your happiness also. So the same, the spiritual gym is always beneficial, either if it's your first time or if it's your 100th times. So lovely. Yes.
Yeah, so before we let you go, if you are watching and not joining, and before we join you fully on Crowdcast and we start the session, I would like you to remember that fears create control, that control creates resistance, and the resistance creates limitation. But love creates trust, and trust creates freedom, and freedom creates harmony. Or you can put trust creates harmony, and harmony creates freedom. So
yes, trust is very important.
That state. Exactly.
Some of the things that our mind and the way we perceive it should happen. So we have a certain way of looking at life, from our pre-perceived idea, from our judgment, from all these. We start thinking that this is the only way, and we don't trust that life return back to us always the highest best if we are always in unconditional love. We need to rebuild that. We need to drop a lot of our resentment and resistance toward that this is the only way it should happen, and this is my vision of how it should happen is the only way, and I don't trust if it happened differently will be beneficial. You need to trust yourself and the universe. If you are operating with unconditional love to yourself, if you are focusing on that and saying harmonious state to your life and to universe, and that comes with the trusting that the universe will return back to you, reflect back to you, no matter how much it seems, will reflect always harmonious states and higher beneficial. Even if you didn't see it at the beginning, you can see it in the next step. That's always beneficial. So building that trust is very important. Dropping this judgment and letting go how we see life the only way, and trusting universe and focusing on unconditional love. This is how the vibration aligning to the most harmonious state and most harmonious timelines, and it's always beneficial if we trust ourselves and trust in the universe from that point of view. Lovely.
Wonderful. Thanks, Lee.
Let's start. So thank you people watching us on Facebook, on YouTube. If you want to join us, as Mathilde mentioned, in the link in the description, you can go to Eventbrite and purchase, or see us in Wednesday or the other events.
And if you are watching this video in replay, already know that the transmission is available also in replay. Correct. So you can still follow the link and you will arrive to the transmission of the Monday.
Beautiful. And we have people on Crowdcast who's already watching the full live stream. You can say hi: Vanessa, Alia, Robert, George, and Taline. hi to everyone, and lovely to have you in the practice, because I sometimes nice to know who's watching so I can connect with you and you connect with us. One of the tips we always mention, if you are new, for example, Alia is new, all your focus is to bring your consciousness to your heart and project that your heart connecting with us, and we are building this heart resonance together. This is one. Second one, visualize that you have an antenna, like similar to any antenna that you know of radio, and that antenna is connecting you to higher realms, to your higher self. And imagine your higher self is the highest version, the enlightened version of yourself, your guardian angel, if you will. And then through that connection, you're connecting also with us, and you're connecting with many timelines that we're going to connect with. And the energy that we're going to bring can reach you through your higher self, through your antenna, to your crown, to your heart, to all your energy. If you keep that visualization on the background, you're always connected with us, and you'll benefit as if you are in the villa. And we have tested this out many times. For years, we're testing the online. When you have this allowance, this visualization happening in the background, just slightly. Thank you, guys. Love you, family, and connect with you soon.
Bye bye.